Members, this is the new 2024 legislative session and it's our first meeting. Now we proceed to the election of chairman of the panel on public service for the 2024 legislative session. The clerk has issued notice to members informing them that by the end of deadline for nomination of panel chairman, only one valid nomination was received. Mr. Dennis Leung was being nominated by Dr. So Chang-wing, and the nomination was seconded by Dr. Frank Yi-ngan. As Mr. Dennis Leung is not the chairman or deputy chairman of any other panel or relevant government advisory bodies, in accordance with the rules of procedures and the House rules, I declare Mr. Dennis Leung the chairman of the panel on public service for the 2024 legislative session. Thank you. Thank you for your support. And I would like to thank Mr. Kwok for his effort in the past 2 years. Now we proceed to the election of deputy chairman for the panel on public service. The clerk has issued notice to members informing them that by the end of the nomination period for deputy chairman, only one valid nomination has been received. Ms. Nixie Lam was being nominated by Mr. Lai Tong Kwok, and the nomination was seconded by Mr. Dennis Leung. As Ms. Nixie Lam is not the chair or deputy chair of any other panel or relevant government advisory bodies, in accordance with the rules of procedures and the House rules, I declare Ms. Nixie Lam the deputy chair of the panel on public service. Now we move on to agenda item number 2, schedule of meetings for the 2024 session. We will adopt the practice of the previous session. So the panel meeting will be held every Monday, on the third Monday of every month at 10:45 a.m. Please refer to the schedule of meetings for the 2024 session tabled before you, as the Finance Committee will hold a special meeting on the third Monday of April, that is 15th of April. So our meeting will be rescheduled to 29th of April, Monday, 10:45 a.m. Any comment? If not, we need to change the date of another meeting as well. For the meeting held on the 19th of February should be rescheduled to 26th of February, which is also on Monday, 10:45 a.m. This is proposed by the government. Do members agree with the arrangement? There being no other comments or objection, the next meeting will be held on the 26th of February instead. Third item, items for discussion at the next meeting. The administration proposed to discuss the following items in the meeting in February. First, enhancing the civil service disciplinary mechanism. Second, updates on civil service pay level survey. Members, do you agree that we should discuss these items in the next meeting? If there is no comment, then we will discuss these items in the next meeting. Now I will open the floor to members to see if they have any proposed items for discussion in the 2024 session. You can press the button. First, Ms. Elizabeth Kwok. Thank you, Chairman. I hope that we can discuss this prohibit acts of insulting public officers as soon as possible. I've been talking about this for a number of years. We should legislate to prohibit acts of insulting public officers. if we do not legislate, then I think that the administration should put out a policy to prevent public officers being insulted when they are carrying out their duties. I also concerned about the lack of lifeguards. In the summer last year, there were still not sufficient lifeguards at a lot of beaches so that they could not open in the summer. I hope that the administration will put out a solution so that we have enough professional lifeguards and that our beaches and swimming pools can be opened during the summer. I would also like to talk about the issues with quarters. It's difficult for us to recruit disciplined service staff. Departmental quarters is a great incentive to encourage people to apply for disciplined service positions. So can the administration tell us how many quarters will be built so that we can incentivize more people to join the disciplined services? Thank you. Mr. Kingsley Wong. Thank you. As this is the panel on public service, we've been discussing issues relating to civil servants, but we haven't discussed much about public-funded or government-funded bodies as well as their employees. There are a number of issues because the years of service is not counted when the contract staff renews their contracts. That affects the morale of these contract staff and affect the quality of service provided by these government-funded bodies. So I think that we should discuss these items. Next, Mr. Chao Siu-chung. Thank you, Chairman. The civil servants who joined the government after the 1st of June 2000, they are new terms government or civil servants. After they retire, they do not enjoy any pension or medical benefits. So I think that we should discuss with the government and we should explore introducing retirement benefits for new terms civil servants. We should provide welfare benefits to including medical benefits to civil servants. It is these contractual obligations of the government. Usually the healthcare services are provided by the Hospital Authority and Department of Health. I think that the government should explore ways to provide healthcare services to civil servants by way of public-private partnership, and perhaps we can take out healthcare or medical insurance for civil servants. Thank you. Mr. Tony Che. Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Kingsley Wong and I are also concerned about the government-funded bodies, and we haven't discussed much in this panel about this issue. I also care about the performance of civil servants and government-funded bodies. The government need to be stringent in terms of their finance and spending. I think we should look at the KPI of civil servants and government-funded bodies. The financial secretary said that the department should cut their spending by 1%. So for subvented organizations and statutory organizations, we should discuss the resources that we allocate to them. Thank you. Ms. Nixie Lam. Thank you, Chairman. I think that we should include this child-friendly policy for civil servants in the list of outstanding items for discussion. Government is the largest employer in Hong Kong, so they should take the lead in this area. I think that we should include this item in the discussion. For example, we should ask the administration to talk about what kind of family-friendly policy that they have in place already and how we should support the mothers who are working. Thank you. Any other comments or suggestions? If not, Ms. Nixie Lam, Deputy Chair, and I will meet with the Secretary for Civil Service. And in that meeting, we will discuss the items proposed today. And we will try to include all these items in the list of outstanding items for discussion of this panel. For the few items proposed by Ms. Elizabeth Quat, some of them are already listed out in the list of outstanding items for discussion. They are at point number 3 and 5 or 6. Agenda item number 4, any other business? There being no any other business, the meeting is concluded. Thank you.